and some opposite words we made there, and we also learned add ing to the verb. This exercise also we have completed. Now today we'll start. Let's learn the grammar, and there are simple present tense today we have to learn. So when we use simple present tense, we use simple present tense to show the fact. We use simple present tense to show the fact. To show fact, unchanging situation, unchanging habit, and to show universal truth, timeless and universal statement, and universal statement. We use simple present tense to show the fact. That means simple present tense what we do daily. It is the fact, real fact. Now I am teaching, I teach. This is my fact, I teach. You study, this is your fact. Unchanging habit which we never change. To show the unchanging habit, we use the simple present tense, and to show the universal statement. We know the sun always rises from the east, and it sets at the west. This is the unchanging statement. This is the universal truth which we cannot change. The sun rises from the east and sets from the west. So this is the unchanging and the universal truth. To show the fact, unchanging habit, to show the timeless and the universal truth, we use simple present tense. And we know they are the main verb is there. Verb is very important to make a sentence. Verb is very important to make a sentence, and it plays very important role for making the sentence. So there are one formula: subject plus verb. First form we have to use verb yes or yes according to the subject and plus object. This is the formula of the simple present tense which help us to make a sentence. So when we use yes or es, according to the subject we have to use yes or es to the verb. Now let's see some example. Ramesh is 8 years old. Now here first we'll see to show the fact. Ramesh is 8 years old. We cannot change. This is the fact that Ramesh is 8-year-old. If you are 11-year-old, you are 10-year-old, this is your fact. To show the fact we use simple present tense. And he has 2 sisters. We cannot decrease the number of sisters, or we cannot increase the number of sisters. So this is also the fact which we cannot change. So the unchanging fact we use the simple present tense. He likes to play football. He likes to play football. So here also the unchanging fact to show the real fact. This is the real fact. Ramesh is 8 years old. This is the real fact. He has 2 sisters. This is the real fact. He likes to play football. This is also the real fact. To show the real fact, we use simple present tense. To show the real fact, we use simple present tense. We cannot change in these sentences. When we talk about something that occur every day or regularly, this is also, that is also called a fact. You come to school, this is your fact, this is also real fact. Every student go to school and come back to home. This is the real fact which we cannot change. So, here also one sentence will come, she comes to school by bus. So this is also real fact, she comes to school by bus, and by bus only she back to home. So here what I use, here I add yes to the verb. Here I add yes to the verb because this is the singular subject. When the noun is singular, when the subject is singular, that time we use s or es to the main verb. Like is main verb, but here we add yes because the he is singular. Come, this is the main verb, but we add here yes because she is singular. This is the one person, that's why we use yes here. So you just note down this first in your notebook, then we see next. Now the real fact, to show the real fact we have seen with examples. This sentence which we have written right now, it was to show the fact to unchanging habit. Now let's see the timeless and the universal statement. When we talk about the timeless and universal statement, we cannot change that universal statement. To show the universal truth, we use simple present tense. For example, the sun rises in the east. The sun rises in the east, and the second is the earth is round. This is our unchanging universal truth. This is the universal truth. The sun rises in the east. The sun cannot change its direction for the rising. So the always sun rise in the east. So this is the universal truth. To show the universal statement, to show the universal truth, we use the simple present tense. The earth is round. We cannot change the shape of the earth. It cannot be the rectangular or triangular. It is round in the shape. So this is also the universal truth. The earth is round. For saying the universal statement, we use simple present tense. Now again the fourth number is to talk about the planned future action. To talk about the planned future action, we use simple present tense. These are the universal truth. Now next sentence we'll see the planned future action. The clinic closes at 9 p.m. today. So, to show the planned future action, we use simple present tense. The clinic closes at 9 p.m. today. Now, the second is our school chore. Performs tomorrow. Now here also the planned action. This is also the planned action which is happening tomorrow. So our school chores perform tomorrow. It's performed tomorrow. So this closes and this perform. This verb is indicating that this sentence is in simple present tense. Because here also we use S because the clinic, this is the one clinic, that means the subject is singular. That's why we use S here. And the school chores performs, here also it is the one chores, that's why we use here S. And this 3 and 4 number is for planned future action. This is also, this first and second sentence tell us the universal truth, and to show the universal truth we use simple present tense, and this third and fourth sentence is showing the planned future action. That's why to show the planned future action we use simple present tense. You note down these 4 sentences in your notebook. So here we have learned when we use simple present tense, we use simple present tense to show the fact, to show the unchanging habits, and to show timeless and universal truth. This all we have seen with the example. Now let's make more sentence which will come in the simple present tense. Now, what formula we have seen for the simple present tense? We have seen the formula subject plus verb first form plus s or es plus object. This is the formula, and we use the simple present tense to show the real fact, to show the unchanging habit, to the timeless action, and to say the universal truth. Now let's make a sentence and let's read the sentence in this formula. This is the structure of simple present tense. First, let's take a subject. Subject, if I write here Ravi, any noun you can take any name. Ravi, right? I have written this is the main verb right, but Ravi is singular. That's why we have to add here writes. S. Ravi writes a letter. Ravi writes a letter. So this is the subject. This is the verb, and we add here yes, and a letter. This is our object. Now here the second sentence I write here again. I eat my food. I eat my food. So I is the subject. Eat is the verb. I know I is the singular, but this is the exceptional where we cannot add yes or es. So I eat my food is the object. Now again, let's see another example. She or he, we can take both. She or he works hard. Now see here, we have taken two subjects. You can write she or he works hard. I add here s because she and he, these both subjects are the singular. That's why this is the verb and this is our subject. Sometimes we don't need object. Every time we don't need object. Sometimes the sentence become completed. It makes sense without object also. Sometimes the sentence makes sense without object also. So this heart is the complement only. This is not object. Now the fourth sentence I write. Which sentence will take? I take another plural subject. They go to the market. They go to the market. So this they is our subject, go is verb. This is the plural, that's why we haven't added here yes or es. When the subject is plural, that time we don't add yes or es to the verb. Only we use s or es to the verb when the subject is singular. So they go to the market. The market is our object. Now again, I write here some sentences. These all sentences are fitting in this structure. These all sentences are fitting in this formula. Now again, let's write I like ice cream. I like ice cream. Ice cream is the object, this is the verb, and this is the subject. This I is the exception where we cannot use yes or es to the verb. Now again, next sentence. We watch TV. So this is the verb, this is the subject, and this is the object. So we watch. We is the plural, that's why we haven't added yes or es to the verb. We watch TV. Now here Ravi writes a letter. Ravi letter लिखता है. I eat my food. मैं अपना food खाती हूँ. She or he works hard. वो हार्ड वर्क करता है. They go to the market. वो मार्केट जाते हैं. I like ice cream. मुझे आइसक्रीम पसंद है. We watch TV. हम टीवी देखते हैं. So here I translated all the sentences in Hindi also, so you can get how to write the answer in English and how to translate it. You can make a sentence in your mind also in Hindi and then translate the sentence in English and fit that sentence with this formula. Then again, let's write some sentence. Sheetal dances well. Now Sheetal is the subject, dances. I write here dances because Sheetal is singular, one person. If there is more than one person, that time we cannot write as or es to the verb. When the subject is singular, that time only we add yes or es to the verb. So the Sheetal dances well. So this is also our verb. And this is the complement. This is not object. So you just note down this all the sentences in your notebook. Then I give you the homework. Now I write here homework. Make 5 sentences. Make 5 sentences of simple present tense. What you have to do, you have to make, like I have made the 6 or 7 sentences here, so you also have to make 5 sentences by using the verb, subject, verb and object. Subject, verb and object, as you have written the formula subject plus verb plus yes or es plus object. In that formula, by using that formula, you have to make the 5 sentences of simple present tense. This is your homework. Now, in the next video, we'll see what is simple past tense and how to make a sentence in simple past tense. Till then, bye bye, take care and thank you.